Hello friends, today I'm going to explain about a movie named Alpha. This movie is about a journey of survival 20,000 years ago, about a young hunter and their own fears to forge an unbreakable bond that changes the course of their lives forever. This movie begins with a time of 20,000 years ago where a man named Tao had come to hunt with his tribe members because winter was about to come and these people were collecting food for the winter. Then they saw a herd of wild buffaloes here. Tao asked his people to be ready for the attack. Now these people slowly come closer to those wild buffaloes and attack them as soon as they get a chance, but then one of those buffaloes starts chasing Tao's son Kada. Now because Kada had come to hunt for the first time, he got scared of this wild buffalo and started running away, but then that wild buffalo hit him hard, due to which he got injured. After this, he turned back and started moving towards the ditch with Kada trapped in his horns. Now Tao also sees all this and to save his son, he throws a spear at that buffalo and hits it, but after getting injured, he dies. Despite this, the buffalo did not stop and took Kada and threw him in the ditch. Now the story goes back and we are shown the time of 7 days ago where the people of the tribe were preparing to go hunting. They were making different types of weapons for themselves. Now that night Kada's mother told her husband that you should not take my son for hunting because he is not ready for it yet. He is young and I do not want to lose him. But Kada's father explains to him that look, winter is about to come and if we do not go for hunting now, then our whole tribe can die of hunger. Now the next morning, Tao went out for hunting with the people of his tribe. While walking, these people reached a monument made of stone which was built in the memory of their ancestors. Actually, there is a custom of their tribe that if any person of their tribe gets killed during hunting, then the people of their tribe will take care of his body. They make a monument of stones in memory. Now here Tao and his people were moving forward when they met another tribe. Now because the people of this tribe were also out for hunting, so both these tribes decided to move forward together. Now in the evening they caught a wild animal for their food and the responsibility of killing it was given to Kada. Now Kada had not hunted before today, so he got very scared and seeing this his father Tao got very disappointed. He started explaining to his son that look, if this continues, then you will never be able to become the leader of this tribe, son, and I will have to give your place to someone else even if I don't want to. Well, now when it was night, these people lit a fire and sat around it and started cooking and eating their prey. Then they heard the sound of a wild animal, on hearing which Tao asked everyone to be careful, but before these people could understand anything, a ferocious lion attacked them. He gave a gift to Kada and took away a boy named Kappa. Now the next morning they built a monument in memory of Kappa and proceeded for their hunt. Even after traveling for many hours, they could not find any good prey and that is why they decided to spend the night in a stone cave. Here at night Kada's father made 2 stars on his hand and told him that when you follow these stars during the night, you will automatically reach your tribe. Actually this was a kind of map that if someone gets lost during his hunt, then also he can reach his tribe by guessing the direction of these stars. Well, now it was morning and these people again went out for their hunt and on proceeding, they saw the footprints of wild buffaloes. Now slowly rubbing on the ground, these people reached close to the herd of buffaloes and as soon as they got a chance, they attacked them and this story came to the opening scene of the movie where but a buffalo injured Kada and threw him into a deep ditch. Here the people of the tribe thought that Kada may have died but when they went near and saw, he was still hanging from a rock. But before they could do anything to save Kada, his hands slipped and he started falling into the ditch. But luckily he did not fall into the ditch and after hitting the stones, he fell on a stone ledge. Seeing this, Tao started going down to save his son but the rest of the people of the tribe stopped him from doing so. They explained to Tao that do not do this, after falling from such a height, no one can survive. However, Tao did not listen to his companions and sitting on the edge of the rock, started calling his son. Now it was night and Kada still did not regain consciousness and now Tao had also accepted that now his son is gone from this world. Now the next morning the people of this tribe paid their last respects to Kada with a heavy heart and left for their tribe with their prey. Many hours passed and Kada had still not regained consciousness. Meanwhile, a vulture saw Kada and thinking him dead, came near him, but as soon as it tried to eat Kada, Kada regained consciousness and in one stroke, Kada caught the neck of the vulture and threw him down. Now, seeing himself on this high rock, Kada got very scared and started calling for help, but soon he also realized that there was no one here to help him. Now Kada did not want to die like this, so he started climbing that rock. After a lot of efforts, he came a little up, but now there was no way to go further from here. Despite this, Kada did not give up and kept hanging on to the rock with all his might. Now Kada was lucky here. It started raining heavily and this heavy rain transformed the ditch into a river. Seeing this, an idea came to Kada's mind. Now since Kita knew how to swim, he estimated the depth of the water and gathered courage to jump into it. But he fainted as soon as he fell into the water. When he regained consciousness the next day, he was lying on the bank of a river. Kita survived, but the condition of his leg had become so bad that he was not able to move it properly. Actually, due to jumping from such a height, the bone of his leg had fractured, due to which there was a lot of swelling in his leg. Now Kita gathered courage and trapped his leg between two stones and fixed his shaken bone. After this, he tied a piece of wood to his feet and tied it to the ground. He fixed himself and quickly reached the rock from which he had fallen. When he reached the top and saw the monument in his name, he was very sad. He was completely shattered and started crying loudly. Then he heard some strange sounds, and when he looked back, he saw a group of wolves. Before he could do anything, the group of wolves attacked him and he ran away to save his life. To save his life, Kita climbed a nearby dry tree, but then one of the wolves caught his leg and started pulling him down. Seeing this, Kita immediately took out his weapon and injured this wolf. After this, he quickly reached the top of the tree and decided to stay on the tree until the wolves left. In a short while, it became night here, and these wolves were not ready to leave from here because Kita also had another tree. There was no way, so he spent the whole night on this dry tree. Next morning when he woke up, he saw that the injured wolf was still there, but his other wolf friends had left from there. Now first of all, Kita made a weapon from his knife so that he could kill that injured wolf, because Kita knew very well that if he did not kill this wolf, then this wolf would kill him. After this, he came down and proceeded to kill this wolf, but when he looked into the eyes of this wolf, he felt pity for this injured wolf and changed his mind of killing him. However, he could not leave this wolf open like this. That is why he tied his mouth with a rope and took him on his shoulder and started walking. Now after walking the whole day, when it was night, these people reached a small cave where Kita somehow spent his night. Next morning, Kita collected some herbs and used them to eat. He grinded the worm and applied it on his wounds. Meanwhile, when the worm was drinking water, the wolf removed the rope tied to his mouth. Seeing this, the worm first got scared, but then he calmed himself down and proceeded to give water to the wolf. Here the wolf growled and tried to scare the worm, but the worm still remained calm. But the worm tried to give him water. Seeing this behavior of the worm, the wolf also calmed down, because the wolf also realized that he had no fear from the worm. Well, when the wolf fell asleep, the worm cleaned the worms on the wolf's wounds and applied a paste of herbs made by him. That evening, the worm hunted a rabbit and started lighting a fire in the cave to cook it. Seeing this, the wolf tried to snatch the rabbit from him, but the worm scared the wolf and also saved himself. To show his strength, he started eating the rabbit raw. Seeing this, the wolf also got scared and quietly sat in a corner. After eating this food, Kita gained some strength because he had not eaten anything for the last several days. Here, Kita gave some food to the wolf as well. Now since Kita was quite injured, he decided to stay in the same cave for the next few days. Many days passed like this, and when it was night, Kita saw the tattoos on his hand. Seeing this, Kita started missing his home and decided to go home before the snow started falling. The next day, Kita left for his home and also asked the wolf to return to his family. But even after a lot of efforts, when the wolf did not move from here, Kita decided to go alone. After going a little further, Kita noticed that someone was following him. When Kita looked back, it was someone else. No, it was the same wolf. Kita tried to scare the wolf by throwing a stick here. But the wolf, instead of getting scared, took the stick in his mouth and came to Kita. That means that now this wolf had also developed a good bond with Kita, because Kita had taken good care of him while living with Kita. Well, now after going a little further, both of them saw a wild boar. Now to hunt him, the wolf ran towards him, and to save himself from the wolf, the boar started running in the other direction. But Kita got scared of him instead of hunting him, and the boar ran away from here. Here the wolf was very disappointed with Kita because of him, both of them will have to sleep hungry today. However, later, they both become good friends again, and now Kita names him Alpha. That same evening, Kita saw a rabbit, and this time he did not make any mistake. He hunted the rabbit and killed 2 pigs. The two ate dinner together at night. Now when it was time to sleep at night, Kita slept clinging to Alpha so that they would not feel cold at night. Days started passing like this, and both of them were moving towards their destination. Now very soon Kita learned to hunt with the help of Alpha, and their friendship became even stronger. Some more days passed like this, and now the winter season had arrived. In winter, the entire area was covered with a white sheet of snow. Cold, icy winds started blowing all around, but despite this, Kita and Alpha did not give up. They kept moving towards their home. Even in this snowy weather, somehow they would find prey for themselves and were able to save their lives by eating it. Now one day during the journey, when Keita was moving forward, the ice under his feet broke and he fell under the water. Actually, it was a small lake which was made of ice. Keita tried hard to come up, but he was not able to find a way out. Outside, Alpha was also very worried. He tried to break the ice and take his friend out, but the weight of this poor fellow was not enough to break the thick sheet of ice. Now when Keita could not find any way, he quickly took out his knife and started breaking the ice. After a lot of efforts, Keita finally broke the ice and came out with the help of Alpha. After this, he quickly took out his wet clothes, lit a fire nearby and sat near it. They spent the night here and continued their journey the next morning. After walking for a few hours, Keita saw a man sitting outside the tent. He became very happy to see him, but when he went closer and saw, his happiness disappeared immediately because this man had frozen to death due to cold. After this, Keita took his arrow and bow from this man, and after this he took his bow and arrow from his tent. The friend moved ahead with Alpha. Both of them kept moving ahead in this way, but on going ahead another problem knocked on their door. They encountered a group of wild dogs who attacked them as soon as they saw them. Now to save themselves from these dogs, both of them quickly entered a cave and waited for the dogs to come inside by laying ambush. But after a long time when they did not hear any movement, both of them sat there quietly, but both of them were unaware of the fact that the cave in which they had hidden was the cave of a ferocious leopard. Now before they could understand anything, that black panther came in front of them. It attacked Keita as soon as it saw him. But like every time, this time also Alpha came in between and tried to save Keita from it, but the leopard was big in size and was overpowering Alpha. Seeing this, Keita mustered courage and took out his arrow and bow and aimed and shot it at the leopard. Due to Keita's good luck, the leopard was hit by the target, due to which it fell on the ground. After this, Keita cleaned Alpha's wounds and applied herbal paste on them. Keita was very grateful to Alpha because Alpha had saved Keita's life many times during this journey, and that is why he wanted to take Alpha home with him. Now the next morning, both of them resumed their journey and slowly started moving forward. After walking for many hours, Keita saw the monument which we saw in the beginning of the movie, which meant that both of them were very close to their destination. Seeing this, Keita became very happy and continued moving forward, but in the meantime, Alpha fell on the ground because he had become very weak due to his wounds. Seeing this, Keita also understood that Alpha would not be able to walk on his feet now, so he picked up Alpha in his lap and slowly started moving forward. Finally, he reached his destination. This hard work paid off and he reached a place and saw his tribe from a distance. Keita became very happy after seeing his tribe after so many days. After this, he slowly walked to his tribe where he fell on the ground, and when Keita's parents saw him, they became crazy with happiness and they quickly hugged their son. Here Keita told his father and uncle to save Alpha alive at any cost, and after saying this, he fainted, and after a few hours when he regained consciousness, he was present inside his house and Alpha was also lying near him. Here Keita came to know that Alpha had given birth to some small children, which meant that Alpha was a female wolf and she was pregnant during her entire journey. Despite this, she supported Keita at every step and saved his life many times. After knowing this, Keita's love for Alpha increased even more and he gave her a gift. I hugged him, and with this the film ends. So friends, that's all for today's video. See you in the next video. Subscribe for more videos like this and turn on the notification and leave a like to help the channel out. Thanks for watching.